Hi, welcome to my first YouTube video. My name is Chelsea, and I wanted to do this video because I've been looking for videos that I can relate to with concerns to infertility, specifically unexplained infertility, and some health issues that I'm going through. And so I decided that maybe I should post a video and maybe it's something that someone else is looking for. I'm going to start this video talking about infertility. Back in 2012, I met my husband. His name is DJ, and we got married a year later in 2013 at the age of 29, and we had decided we weren't going to prevent, but we weren't going to really try either. We were just going to let it go. So the first couple of years were just fun. We had been moving around a lot. My husband had a couple different jobs, just getting settled in, doing the new married thing. In 2015, we decided, all right, we're going to give it an actual try. And I mean actual try. I got the ovulation test. I started keeping a binder. Everything. I started taking the prenatals. I got real serious about everything. And so for months, nothing was happening. And I thought, well, I haven't been to the OBGYN in almost 2 years. I should probably start there. So went to the OBGYN, had my, yearly woman checkup, and told her we've been trying to get pregnant for 6 months. Nothing's happened. So we started doing the normal blood test, testing my estrogen, my progesterone, all that stuff. Hubby had a semen analysis. Everything came back great. So she goes, I'm going to put you, she's like, it's been 6 months, and with your age, because at the time we were already 32, I believe. I'm 37 now, so I'm going to put you in the unexplained infertility category. Well, that was in about April. And in June, we have been taking prenatals. Both of us have been taking fertility blend prenatals, one for men, one for women, doing the ovulation test, and lo and behold, I end up pregnant naturally, just from taking the prenatals and doing things. We were getting ready to move. My husband had gotten laid off from his rail job, and so we were getting ready to move again. Well, my progesterone had come back low, so I was doing progesterone cream, which I think is one of the things that got me pregnant to begin with. Well, I had started spotting, and I made an appointment that the first day I could. I found out July 3rd, the day before the 4th of July, and Monday was the 5th, I believe. So I went in the 5th, had all the blood work, they did the blood typing, all that stuff. Yes, I was pregnant. My numbers were okay for where I was, but my progesterone was low. Come back in a couple of days for another test. Came back in for a blood test, and the spotting was getting worse, and I told them that. Progesterone went down, numbers dropped. The doctor said, well, we're really sorry, this ain't going to be viable. You're going to have a miscarriage. And they said, we think for about 6 weeks. So at 6 weeks, I miscarried our little poppy seed. And kind of got down and depressed. But figured, they're like, all you got to do is wait like a month, wait for your next period, and you should be fine. Well, we started trying again. Nothing. Well, we moved back to Cheyenne, and in between that time and moving back to Cheyenne, we started doing Clomid with my doctor. And then we transferred everything up to Cheyenne, and by the time we did that, we had already done probably 3 or 4 rounds of Clomid, and that messes with your hormones. And each month it was negative. It was a breakdown. I mean, I'm crying, I'm having an emotional breakdown, and it just got to the point where I was like, all right, I need a break. What I was going to start, I started wearing this Ava fertility bracelet. I'll wear that. I'll do that. I'm going to start doing the peeing on the stick thing and just go with it. Well, nothing. So, we moved again. So everything kind of got put on hold because we had to move a couple of times. Well, in 2019, we finally bought our house. And we were like, all right, we're going to try again, try, do everything. Well, I ended up started having stomach issues. And so in December of 2019, I had my gallbladder out. And then COVID hit. So we were home. We couldn't go to the doctors. They wanted to do IUIs and all this stuff, but that wasn't a priority at the time. So all that got put on hold. Well, my stomach issues kept getting worse. So in July of 2020, I had a colonoscopy. Everything was fine there. Stomach problems start getting, like I would eat and I'd feel sick. I'd eat and I'd feel sick. And I've been having stomach issues since I was a teenager. Lactose intolerant, thought I was just eating things that I wasn't supposed to, but I was just dealing with it. And then in October, I ended up in the emergency room, and then I had an emergency bowel obstruction surgery. And that was one of the worst times of my life. And then my stomach issues kept getting worse and worse. And so we've been on hold this whole time. And then I finally decide I'm going to go back to the doctor. I've had this surgery. I feel great. Let's go back to the doctor and we can start doing these fertility treatments because now it's 2021. You know, they're doing all that stuff again. So I go in for a womanly checkup and he's checking things down there and he's like, I think we need to do an ultrasound. I can feel some cysts. So we do the ultrasound. Yep, have one on the right side. Have some on the left side. Do blood tests, all that fun stuff. Comes back, you have PCOS. No other doctor, and he was the third doctor that I've seen, ever said anything about the cyst on my ovaries and maybe possibly PCOS, because that would have answered a whole bunch of questions. So we do an ultrasound, and they're pretty big. And he goes, well, this is what we need to do. I'm going to put you on birth control for 3 months. Come back in for another ultrasound, and then we'll see if they shrink. Well, I start the birth control, and during this time, I have other things going on health-wise, but that'll be another video. And find out that my blood pressure starts going through the roof. At one point, it was like 142 over 116, high. And I happen to remember that when I was younger, I was told not to take estrogen birth control because it raises my blood pressure. So we had to stop that. Went back in and got my ultrasound like 3 weeks after I stopped birth control. And my cyst got bigger. So now he goes, we have to remove at least the one on the right side. Okay, fine. Well, a week ago, I go in to have my surgery on my ovary, and then when I wake up, hours after I was supposed to, I find out that he had to take cysts from both sides. They were so big. They were massive. I saw the pictures. So all of this, now at 37 years old, I'm waiting for that to heal before we can try and decide what we're going to do. The thing is, I've kind of come to terms with the fact, well, I have come to terms with the fact that I'm probably not going to be a biological mom. Like, there's been so much going on, and with all the health stuff I got going on, part of me, I want to be a mom more than anything, but the other part of me is terrified of being pregnant. For one, I'm 4'8". I had scoliosis surgery when I was 10, so I have 2 metal rods in my back. And now I have a diagnosis of gastroparesis, which is another video, and I'll get into that. And the ovary things, and I'm 37 years old. So much could go wrong. My blood pressure. And so I feel kind of weird because I want to be a mom more than anything, but I'm terrified of being pregnant. It makes no sense. Like, I don't want anything to go wrong. And maybe that's because of everything that I've been through. I don't want to lose another one because I don't think I can handle losing another pregnancy. But also, adoption gets me very down and very emotional because it's not easy, and they have to do home studies, and it's not cheap. And I'm like, what if we fail? What if we don't have enough money? What if they think we're awful people? Like, I have 3 dogs. We're pro-gun people. Like, all these things go through my head. But all I want to do is be a mom. And so it was weird to me. Like, you would think, yeah, let's get pregnant and it'll be awesome. But after going through the miscarriage and all the emotions of 5 years of trying and not trying and trying and not trying and nothing happening, and then just telling you over and over and over, we don't know what's wrong. We don't know what's wrong. Everything looks fine. And then your ovaries are all messed up and you might have PCOS now. Like, if I could have had that diagnosis years ago, it would have been amazing. So I guess I just wanted to get on because, am I alone? I want to know if I'm alone and people kind of understand, like other women who are going through this understand. Like, you want to be a mom, but you're also scared because it hasn't happened for so long. And what do? Do you keep trying for biological? Do you go the adoption route? It's really hard. And you get a lot of compliments and a lot of, well, there's these kids that really need you and da 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 da. Yeah, I know, but it's not ever going to stop the desire to want to have something that's genetically you and your husband. And I wish people understood that. Like, don't tell me that. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to get on and share that story about, how 5 years, I mean, that's what 5 years. I know some people are, at 12 years, 13 years, 10 years, and I pray for them all the time, and I think to myself, damn, I'm having a struggle at half that. I can't imagine being there. And then, like I said, part of it is I'm my age. I'm 37 years old. The risks and the complications. But I also know, because I'm a religious person, that if God wants this to happen, it's going to happen. But I hope that you get something out of this video. I hope that, maybe you feel the same way. Thank you for listening. And then I'm going to post another video about my gastroparesis. You kind of heard some of that in this video, but I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and spill. I've never made a video before, so sorry. It's all shaky. It's on my phone. So whoever watches this, thank you. And I hope that you're having a great day. And if you have any questions or anything, leave them in the comments below. Thanks, guys. Bye.